This last month of content has been interesting to say the least. Streaming University has been one of the biggest things of this year so far. Made by Kai Cenat because he wanted a platform for big streamers and small streamers to connect and make good content and clip farm and do whatever. It was the most chaotic thing I've ever viewed. I haven't watched a full stream from there, but yo, my whole For You page has just been Streamers University. From clips of Ray and Tota not being able to talk to each other.
Wait, how old are you, Tota? How old are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
How old are you? How old?
How old are you?
Holy shit, gonna be
How are you in Brazil?
No. We both don't know English, and we using English to speak, so we are cooked.
To Kai Cenat screaming at everybody because they were at a party. Kai Cenat running around being the dean of the school, always just appearing, teleporting at some points. It's crazy. There's a lot of shit that's happened throughout this university, and I wouldn't say it was really a failure. It was 4 days. Now, I didn't personally sign up because, you know, I live in Denmark and I got exams, but if it ever happens again, which Kai Cenat has revealed he may be doing it, even though there's like mental stress.
Chat, I'm telling y'all, if I have the patience to do this again, there will be a year 2.
I might sign up if it ever happens again. I don't think I'm gonna get in, but you know, it would be cool to sign up. There was a lot of small content creators in there, and I did like seeing that, but they didn't really get their time to shine. A lot of the content creators that were smaller didn't really try to clip farm. A lot of them were just sitting in their own room, just looking at chat. Some weren't even streaming. They were just being NPCs. And that's why when you see these clips, it's usually just big content creators. There was a few clips of some small streamers actually blowing up. One of them was because a small streamer got made fun of by another streamer in the university, and everybody was like, whoa, that's fucked up. Why did you do that? That was a small streamer like kind of get some fame. Now, Ty Lil, a friend of Kai Cenat, was going around trying to interact with every single body as much as he could because, you know, he wanted to give a platform to everybody. He wanted to give a chance, and I like that, but they don't really try. I saw a lot of these clips. I saw a lot of streams just to check in. A lot of these people were just sitting in their dorm rooms not doing shit, hoping that they could like jump in a crowd and like have their camera right over so they could stream what the fuck's happening. For example, with the fight with Rikai and Dabo over a ski mask, half of the people there weren't really doing shit. They were more focused on their camera not getting broken than breaking up the fight. It was just clip farming university. Now, can I say I didn't expect that? No, because, you know, streaming is clip farming now.
Okay, best friends now? I don't know. What you think? I don't know. Who put me and him in the same room, bro? Me. Like, we can barely talk.
You gay, I'm gay, you gay.
No.
When I stream, I tend to clip farm a little bit too. But man, there was a lot of clip farming. And especially from the huger creators. That's why they're big. The bigger creators are big because, you know, they clip farm. And a lot of these smaller content creators, I mean, I'm gonna use an example. When Kai Cenat had caught all those students at a party, he had put them in a bus and made them go back to the university. And while going out the bus, everybody had their own chance to shine. Everybody went one at a time. So everybody was standing next to Kai at some point and had their chance to shine. And the only people that really took advantage of doing that clip was some bigger content creators. That's why I think it was a failure in terms of the content creators who were in it. Because these content creators, they were working so hard to get into it. They wanted so badly to get into it. But then when they get into it, they don't use the opportunity, either because they're too nervous or it's too hard to approach these bigger content creators, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I mean, on the basketball court where DDG and Duke Dennis were playing, you could have easily played against them. Easily at some point, or go into the gym. But a lot of them pick out their own path to just be by themselves, or have like a small group of smaller content creators where they're just by themselves, which is like the worst thing you can do. Now, I do respect them going to lectures. I do respect the teachers actually trying. I mean, one of the only teachers that was actually trying was Agent, who actually helped 3 students secure some deals and some money. And then there was teachers like DDG, who instantly wasn't taking that shit serious, was talking about Bruce drop him off and was acting like he had a blicky in his pants at the start of the lesson to warn anybody who wants to interrupt the class that he got that shit on him.
Any acting up in class, I got that bitch on me. And I'm letting that bitch go. No questions asked, and that's on everything I love.
W teaching method. I wish my teacher was like that, for real, because I would have paid attention much more if I knew my teacher had a gun for me if I was interrupting class. Yeah. Now, there is a lot of moments that I've enjoyed throughout this university. For example, with Tota and Ray and their interactions. I mean, they both can't speak English properly. Ray can speak a little bit more English and he can actually like form a sentence, but Tota can't. So when they communicate, it's like watching two henchmen from Fortnite trying to communicate, and it's so funny. And I love them so much. I mean, no hatred against them, of course. They're both good content creators and they're an even better duo. But the clips that have come out of them just trying to communicate is so funny because they're really trying and really clearly trying. And another storyline that was developed throughout Streamers University was a love triangle between DDG, Duke Dennis, and India Love. Now, if you don't know who India Love is a pretty famous like Instagram model, model. I mean, just a model in general. She's known for being pretty, right? And people throughout the whole university just wanted her so badly. There was this one guy called Johan. That motherfucker was fiending for her. Fiending. Like, genuinely. When there was this love triangle with DDG, Duke, and India Love, they were fiending. And it was fucking crazy. Now, I do respect going after that bag, trying to get to somebody who's more popular than you. But man, he was he was desperate. Matter of fact, this Johan guy, he just wanted everybody. Any woman he could get close to. He wanted that. He wanted that. And talking about getting close to the other sex, Cooking with Kaya, a famous TikToker, she was the first person I followed on TikTok for my own reasons, was claimed to had been cheating on her boyfriend, which then she said, how could I be cheating if I wasn't even with them? Holy shit. Yo, if I was the boyfriend, I would crash out like crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
How can you cheat with somebody you're not with? And what did I do? Like, I'm okay. I'm great. I'm having fun.
Insecurity.
Streamers University.
Now, I don't think they're together anymore because, you know, the boyfriend felt some type of way because she let other guys touch her ass and like talk to her and shit. And she was talking to other guys and shit. But god damn, if I'd heard that line from my ex-girlfriend, god damn, I would have crashed out. I'm not gonna lie. Now, this Streamers University has been filled with a lot of controversy too. From the bullying I talked about earlier to actual assaults with fights and with Orby gun. There was a girl in the university who had ended up gotten shot in her eye with an Orby gun and had to go to the hospital to get checked up. Now, I don't think anything's wrong with her. I think she's good now, but shout out Agent and Kai Cenat for like trying to check up on her and see if she's good. But it's just filled with like dumb shit. Like it's just 130 people trying to clip farm at the same time, and they just do dumb shit just to get that clip. That ended up with some random girl getting shot in the eye. I hope she got that clip though. She at least got a little bit of fame, which was the whole point of Streamers University. Now, do I think this idea is amazing? Yes, and I do respect Kai Cenat for doing something like this, giving a platform for these smaller content creators. It really was something smart to do, and I really respect it. And I'm sure a lot of streaming services would pay millions to have this shit on their streaming platform. But Kai Cenat is going against that just so he could have it on his platform and he could stand on his moral. I respect that a lot. This was a really smart idea by Kai Cenat. Some people are saying he stole it from Bruce Stop-Em-Off. I don't really know about that.
If I started a university, would y'all join it on some DMB Nation shit? Look. It'll probably be like $60 for all the textbooks, and it'll be for like YouTube and Twitch school.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Streamers University was interesting. Put me in the next one. Put me in, coach, and I'll be sure to be in the background and not do shit and act like I'm gonna do shit before I get to the university, but I won't do shit. That was it. Thank you for watching the video. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so if you could please subscribe so I could hit that goal, I would be so grateful. Yeah, I think I'm blabbering a little too much now. See ya.